Sarah had proposed hosting her team's quarterly dinner at our home, a warm, intimate change from the usual restaurant routine. I wasn't exactly thrilled about spending the evening with co-workers I barely knew, but seeing how much it mattered to her made it worth it. I spent the day preparing, tidying the backyard, arranging heaters, circling chairs around the fire pit, and helping with drinks while she coordinated the catering. By evening, fairy lights glowed softly, jazz floated through the speakers, and the yard felt inviting and cozy. Guests began arriving around 6:30. There were handshakes, polite introductions, and light chatter, all the standard office pleasantries. I kept introducing myself as Sarah's husband and smiled along, even as I quietly tried to settle my nerves. Then Jason walked in. No knock, no greeting. He simply swaggered to the patio doors, as if he owned the place. I'd noticed him at previous work events. Mid-30s, slick-back hair, booming laugh. He hugged Sarah a little too long, lingering in a way that made her pull back with visible discomfort. She quickly reintroduced us, and he offered a smug, knowing half-smile. As the night continued, everyone mingled and laughed. Jason, however, grew louder, interrupting conversations and drawing attention to himself. His compliments to Sarah were frequent, oddly pointed, admiration with a hint of challenge. I tried to ignore it, determined not to let it spoil the evening for her. By 9 o'clock, most of the team had drifted into the living room, drinks in hand, settling into couches and chairs. Jason had poured himself another whiskey, his fourth or fifth, and was in the middle of some story when he suddenly pointed toward me across the room. "You know," he slurred, his finger lazily aiming at me so everyone could hear, "Andrew is one lucky guy. Sarah's way too hot." A few nervous laughs scattered around. Then he added, "Honestly, half the guys here would jump her if they could. Some of the women, too." The room froze. Sarah's face burned bright red. Colleagues shifted uneasily. No one spoke up. My heart thundered so loudly I could barely hear the faint clink of ice in glasses. I stood, not shouting, not panicked, just a calm intensity that demanded attention. Jason's grin remained, oblivious to how far he had crossed the line. "Repeat that," I said, voice low, steady. He chuckled, brushing it off. "Relax, man. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking." I struck him. A clean, firm slap, the sound sharp and undeniable. His glass flew, whiskey splashing, and he staggered into a side table, sending a vase crashing to the floor. I didn't wait. I grabbed his arm and guided him to the front door. "Leave." "Now," I said. He tried to protest, to laugh, to deflect, but I pressed. "Out." Moments later, he stumbled into the night, the door shutting firmly behind him. The living room was silent. I looked at Sarah, eyes wide, shocked, embarrassed, but beneath that, relief. She came close, took my hand, and whispered, "Thank you." In the days that followed, the repercussions rippled. Sarah received calls and messages, apologies, confessions of long-suspected behavior. HR intervened, and Jason was placed on leave. Conversations at work continued, but Sarah's dignity and comfort were intact. I didn't hit him to prove anything. I acted because there are moments when silence becomes permission, when disrespect festers unchecked. That night, I refused to let it stand. I defended my wife, our home, and our respect, and I would do it again without hesitation.